Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today I want to talk about Dungeons and Dragons, and I want to talk about a harsh reality of being a dungeon master. I want to talk about kissing the ring, and what it means, what my experience is with it, and how it's perfectly illuminated by Denis Villeneuve's, Timothy Chalamet's, Zendaya's, Javier Bardem's amazing Dune 2. Spoilers for Dune 2 here. Let's get into this. All right, so there's a scene in Dune 2, it's near the end, and the Emperor comes to Arrakis, right? He humiliates Baron Vladimir Harkonnen. Can't believe his name is Vladimir. Boy, you want to talk about prescience? Holy cows! Wow, being able to, wow. Oh yeah, it is astounding to me. All right, the Emperor comes in, and he arrives on Arrakis. Paul Maudie Atreides defeats his Harkonnen, nukes the mountain, and allows the sandstorm to come in, tears his Sardaukar apart, breaches his warship, and just rolls up in on the Emperor, right? Paul Maudie Atreides then knifes Fade Rautha, puts him on the ground, lays him out, finishes him, slays him, and then he steps to the Emperor, right? And he doesn't say a word, he just rolls right up, and he puts his ring out, right? And he's like, kiss the ring, right? He's like, you're no longer the Emperor, I'm the Emperor now. Kiss the ring. If you've been a dungeon master as long as I have, you've been here. You need 100+ sessions to get here. But have you been at the position where a player who has sat at your table for 4, 5, 6, 7 years, right, has learned every trick you use, has learned the power of narrative, has learned to speak with 1,000 voices, right? Has learned everything you've learned, and comes to you, coming out of the player chair, coming out of the Dragon Master chair, no longer wanting to be a voice of the inner world. What are the inner worlds? You know, Forgotten Realms, Greyhawk, Dark Sun, Ravnica, Theros, and the big dog, Strixhaven, the most important world ever attached to Dungeons & Dragons. Strixhaven, the bridge to every world. Strixhaven, the gift from Amanda Heyman. Strixhaven, the Obsidian Bridge. Strixhaven, the opening of the third gate. Strixhaven. Strixhaven. So, have you been there? Have you been there when the Dragon Master has said, I'm no longer the player, I'm the Dungeon Master now, and wants the table, wants to take every Dragon Master that was yours and make them theirs? Have you been there? Have you had to kiss the ring? I have. I've been there when the player stomped, indicating, hey, kiss the ring. When that happened, I failed to recognize. I did not kiss the ring. I virtually flipped the table. Didn't do it physically, I didn't do it literally, but I very much did it virtually. Lost friends over it. I did not respond well. And unlike Christopher Walken, I did not kiss the ring. But trust and believe, every Dragon Master's experience changes forever. Every Dungeon Master's experience changes forever once you've seen Dune 2. Dune 2 is the blacklight for Dungeons & Dragons. It is powerful narrative echoing from 1967 resounding off of 1974 and perfectly illustrating today what it means to be a dungeon master. Have you been there? Have you had to kiss the ring? Were you able to humble yourself? I wasn't. Every single word you've heard is my report to you of what's happened at my table. The rest of it was my humble opinion. The important part is when I hear your humble opinion and when I hear your answer. Have you been there? Have you been there when the Dragon Master stomped, indicating that it was time to kiss the ring? It's hard. I remember the moment. Have you been there? I would really like to know. Please consider liking and subscribing. Have a fetch millennium.